How's it going, guys? Coffee here. Today I wanted to go over my recommended deck strategy for everyone to maximize your profit and earnings per map. For me, what I recommend and what I've found the most success with is running these specific cards here, where you're running the two cards for Black Sail that are going to increase your chance of getting Black Sail. Here, as you can see, Benevolent Black Sail and Desire Black Sail, and then you're running the two that give you a chance for Dark Surge, as well as the one to give you a chance for the Dark Surge boss to appear here. And then we are running the ones for the chance for Malice to spawn for Cube here, both of these, as well as the ones that spawn more Malice Incarnations and more drop quantity from Malice Incarnation, so that's going to give us more of the drops and more of the juice to kind of use on the cube at the end of a map. And then the last slot, I have it here just to get rank 5 beacons, because these are still like 3 to 3.5 FE per right now. If these start to get really inexpensive, then you can swap this to Flame Sand, or you can run it just on like Netherrealm Resonance or whatever you want. It's really up to you. I would only run it on Netherrealm Resonance or Flame Sand if you do have the Advanced Battle Pass and you have the auto pickup, because otherwise it's going to be a lot of clicking for those. Alternatively, if you're really into, again, either Goddess of Hunting or God of War, you can run those as well. God of War is going to increase the speed at which you clear a map by quite a bit, so that can be a lot if you're just trying to rush through maps quickly and ensure that you get a chance to do more cities as well. Then that might be recommended depending on how fast or not your build is, because this gives you quite a big movement speed boost here. Yeah, for the recommended region for farming, I recommend doing things in Glacial Abyss. For me, this is a map area that I feel has the best maps. Like when I did a map test, if you look at my prior video from a while back, I did a map test on all the regions, showing the amount of monsters in every single region and how many monsters you kill going in a straight path for each of these maps. And for that, you are pretty much looking at the best map in the game is Demiman Village. It has over 400 monsters in it, and you end up killing 99% of them if you run just in a straight path straight to the boss without having to do any side tracking or backtracking. And then there's quite a few maps, just the overall average in monsters that you kill per map on just like a beeline straight to the boss is going to be highest in this region. And once you have your cards kind of set in place, you can kind of just spam Demiman Village and ignore everything else. So let's go ahead and showcase that here, and then I'll showcase a map, kind of what things look like when you end up using this strategy. A lot of the times, oh, it looks like we got God of War anyways. A lot of the times you are going to get multiple things. So as you can see here, I'm getting Dark Surge, I'm getting Malice for Cube here, and then there's also going to be a good chance that there's going to be Black Sail mods in here as well. So let's find out here. Let's go ahead and get these killed. Keep moving through here. I'm just going to leave the city now for the sake of this video here. I'll come back to it afterwards. But yeah, so pretty much you're going to go through, you're going to kill everything like this, and this is going to give you multiple chances at basically just a very juicy map every single time. You know, you're going to be able to just kind of move through quickly. If you have an even faster map clear build than this build is more specialized for being able to do bosses and other things. But as you can see, we got some Black Sail Pirates in here as well. Here's the Malice Incarnations here, so we're going to have a ton of Malice juice. We're going to have Black Sail, and then we're also going to have our Dark Surge here. And then for the Black Sail, the recommendation for basically maximizing your profit is always going to be to select your chance at a legendary relic or memory. Those are by and far the most valuable things that you could possibly be getting on Black Sail. Let's go ahead and spam our Dark Surge here. You always do want to make sure you kill the boss first for Dark Surge. It does increase the odds that you do get a boss spawn on your actual Dark Surges afterwards. And then again for Black Sail, if you have a choice, you do want to choose relic or memories if you have these, and then if Only if they're like the same color though, right? If you have everything as blue, then you just select the other blue. For relic there, if like the legendary was a different color, you would just pick that instead, and you just take the rarity or whatever you get from it. So for these, again, you do want to just be focusing on these. You do just want your increased chance, all the increased chance you could possibly get. The only exception to that would be if you get the ones that actually increase the base drop total. So if you have the ones that are like +8, +10 memories, things like that, and you are capable of doing T8. Because what you'll want to do if you do end up getting that with these is, instead of just doing this where I'm just going to be stacking all the chance to get additional relics, you will want to do at least one map at T8, so that you end up having a T8 Void Sea. And what that will do is it will allow all the memories and relics that you drop to be at eye level 87, or 85 rather, which is what's required in order for the best T1 mods in order to drop. So if you're going to do that, that's the best way to do that. And then yeah, for the cube, you just kind of spam these, and this is going to be your basically most value per map you're going to be able to get. This is going to give you the biggest chance at FE, the biggest chance at good drops, at high drops, and yeah, this is what I've found to be the best at just ensuring I'm getting guaranteed profit out of every single map. You end up with a ton of flame sand, a ton of sellables, a ton of beacons, everything else that you can sell. And then yeah, shortly I will go over the stuff for the city now. So when it comes to City of Aeterna, when you get yourself to this point of 9, what you want to be doing is you're going to want to be getting your pieces set in mid as quickly as possible. Preferably if you can get one like this where you're not missing anything, versus like if you had a choice down here, because what's going to happen is this is going to give you, it's going to reveal more total rooms than what the other ones would typically reveal. And what you want to be doing is basically having more options when you are selecting your tiles here. So on my next turn that I have here, I'm going to have 4 selections for my tiles always. And what this is going to do, this is going to ensure that I'm always basically placing tiles while missing as little rewards as possible. Because you are going to have your 3 tiles at the end in order to kind of fix them. But, you know, hopefully you're not having to rely on those, or you're not getting in a situation where you don't have enough of them. And by seeing more total available tiles that you can place things on early, what this is going to do, this is going to ensure that you are able to pick and choose exactly where's the best place for a tile, to ensure that you have more opportunities to ensure that you're not actually missing anything. In regards to the actual Eterna tree, my recommendation is to be pushing for the additional rooms here as quickly as you can. I ended up pushing this way first through this King's Rose. This ultimate reward room does give you like potentially like 2,000 FE plus in rewards. I've seen pictures of it on Reddit. This is an incredibly rewarding room, so if you do manage to get it, so the earlier you unlock it, the better. And then pretty much you're going to again go to the same thing here. You're getting for these legendary reward rooms, and then you just kind of push, put 1 point into everything, leading all the way through until you get the room on each one of these sides here. And then you want to go ahead and do the same thing on this other side. In regards to the candles, I wouldn't really push past like maybe this like 3rd spot over here where candles can drop. You don't really need to drop any further than maybe this like 4th or this 3rd slot here. You're not really going to be combining anything yet, so you want to get to the point where candelabums can drop candles. You get your 2nd candle slot, and that's it, basically. That's pretty much all you need to do. All these other points that I put in were wasted. I should have picked these up way later, personally. I didn't need to pick them up earlier. If I would have changed things, I would have just gotten these first 3 points, and then I wouldn't have touched this tree until I finished getting all of my maximum rooms over here. And even after that, once I had these 3, once these rooms are maxed, I would be picking up the extra chance at pages here as well, before you even start to touch those. Make sure you put 1 in everything first for all the pages, and then you can start thinking about going out here if you actually start to get a surplus of candles. You don't really want to be combining candles unless they're rank 1 or tier 1, or if you're just like already capped out on stuff, but that's like goes way further into things. So you'll typically have these done before the point where you're even really thinking about merging candles together. So yeah, as you can see, we're going through this whole tree. As soon as you have 1 point in everything, that is when you will unlock the endless dungeon mode. And then down here, these nodes over here let you target specific candles more often. So if you want to block certain mods from dropping on candles, you can block them and you can kind of target the specific candles you want. But for that, again, you're going to want to be getting more pages first, because pages are going to be what's going to be increasing all these other nodes that you're unlocking. So you want to be getting your pages, things, and your rooms. So once you have your rooms, we're going to be focused on purely upgrading all of our spots here for pages to at least rank 1, preferably rank 2 or even higher, depending on how expensive it gets. And then from there, basically, we're just going to be kind of mashing as many maps as we possibly can to try to unlock everything as quickly as possible. Yeah, so other than that, try not to miss out on any of these legendary rooms. They are very profitable. I mean, I've had many of these that have dropped 30 FE alone just from a single chest. The city itself is extremely profitable, so definitely take the time to try to ensure that you're not missing any rewards. The more rewards that you do have tied to the boss, it does increase his loot, as well as like the total number of pages and everything that gets dropped as well. So yeah, other than that, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. I'll be more than happy to answer them. And other than that, see you in the next one.